Okay, welcome everybody to Enjoy English. I am Shane.
大家好，我是 Bernice.
And we are looking at day 2 of
没错。
Going Nuts for Pistachios.
我们今天又来抓狂一下了。
Crazy for pistachios.
好，他比较抓狂一点。
Yeah, that's my problem.
因为对他的胆固醇是好的。
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm gonna start eating a lot more. Yeah, especially in ice cream.
Come on. Too much fat.
Too much fat.
Yeah,
Going nuts for pistachios. Have you noticed how pistachios seem to be everywhere these days, from coffee shops to popular TikTok videos? One big reason for their popularity is that they are widely available. For example, in California, where most U.S. pistachios are grown, farmers produce such a large quantity that the crop brings in billions of dollars for the state every year. Pistachio trees also adapt well to harsh environments, enabling them to thrive in hot, dry regions. Another reason for pistachios' appeal is their luxurious image. They are among the most expensive nuts because the trees can take up to 20 years to fully mature, and harvesting requires a lot of work. This makes them seem more valuable and appealing to people. Social media has further fueled the pistachio craze. On TikTok, pistachio coffee videos attract hundreds of thousands of views. People are drawn to the nut's sweet taste and soft green color, which almost looks like matcha. Another online hit is pistachio croissants, sold by Lafayette Grand Cafe and Bakery in New York, which inspired other bakeries to follow suit. It's no wonder pistachios have become a global star. They are delicious, eye-catching on social media, and good for your health.
Hopping back into the article. Hop.
好，我们现在跳上了第2天的课程了。
I'm getting so much energy because I'm so happy about these happy nuts. Okay, have you noticed how pistachios seem to be everywhere these days? From coffee shops to popular TikTok videos?
Oh.
I have noticed that they have been really gaining popularity these days. It's becoming like the new super nut. People are going nuts for this nut.
OK，
Yes.
好，所以呢，第一个句子他就说了，哎，我们大家是否呢最近有注意到一件事呢？什么事情呢？就是啊，其实这个开心果现在 seem to be 似乎好像是怎么样呢 ？seem 后面加上 to 的这个用法。Everywhere， 你好像在哪儿都见到啦。These days 就是最近啦，好，如今啦，哈。那到底有哪些地方呢？后面就给了我们一个范围 ，from 什么地方 to 什么什么地方。所以它的范围呢，就是如果你今天去咖啡厅去点个咖啡，也有 pistachio 的 coffee， 甚至呢，你在这个我们现在看的这些短影音的这个 TikTok 上面呢，你也会看到这一些这个开心果，到处好像都见得到
Yeah, so they're starting to be used more and more to make things yummy, like a pistachio latte. Yummy, yummy. Okay, one big reason for their popularity is that they are widely available. So they are widely available. There is no shortage of pistachios. So they're easy to get your hands on, maybe probably pretty easy to grow. And that way you could be using them for all kinds of things.
没错，刚刚轩老师提到了2个片语，第一个是 no shortage，shortage short 加上 age， 表示它不会短缺，它不会缺乏。再来，它非常容易 get your hands on， 就是你随手就可以得到的意思。OK， 所以呢，这个就是它的一个所谓受欢迎的其中的一个很大的原因了。所以他就说，其中一个很大的原因，之所以呢，现在这个开心果你可以在哪儿都看得到，它的人气之所以这样子飙涨的呢，就是因为它们 widely available。我们用 widely 这个副词去形容那个形容词 available， 也就是随处你到处都可以看得到，供应是很充足的意思。
Awesome. For example, in California, where I'm from, where most U.S. pistachios are grown, farmers produce such a large quantity that the crop brings in billions with a B of dollars for the state every year.
Yeah, not just million, billion.
Billions. So billions of dollars. So it is a cash crop, lots of money. You get lots of cash from this crop, pistachios. And they are grown where, like most of the ones you get in the States, United States of America, are from my home state of California. So I should be definitely like maybe
go there and grow
I
some.
should be like do a commercial for pistachios.
对，对于谢老师来说，来用它就是帮忙推广这样子的一个 nuts， 一定是非常的好的。所以他这边就举例了，他说呢，我们知道在美国的这个加州的地方呢，其实啊，这个就有在种植哈 ，are growing， 因为它是被种植的哈，所以这些呢种植开心果的这些农夫呢，他们每一年呢生产的这个量呢是 a large quantity， 我们知道 quantity 就是量，所以它的量非常非常的庞大。所以呢，以至于呢，这个 crop 这样子的一种农作物呢，它可以 bring in， 它可以帮你赚来很多的钱 ，billions of dollars 替这个所谓的这一个州啊，就是看你是在加州的哪一个地方种，也就是现在指的就是加州，所以呢，在加州呢带来数十亿美元的收益。
Yeah. So like you could say like brings in, you could say I bring in $50,000 NT dollars each month. So it's a way of talking about how much money you can make.
Yeah, you can make, you can earn.
Right.
你赚多少钱
Right, exactly. Okay, continuing. Pistachio trees also adapt well to harsh environments, enabling them to thrive in hot, dry regions. Just like, especially like Los Angeles, where I'm from, it's a hot, dry region, so it would be easy to grow pistachio trees there.
没错，所以像在刚刚老师讲 ，LA 就是这样的一种气候，它是比较干燥的，然后它是比较热的这样的一种地区。你如果种开心果的话，就很好种了。所以他就说的这个所谓的开心果树呢，它可以适应 adapt to 就是适应的意思，而且它是非常的适应，尤其是 harsh environment 就是很恶劣的环境。
Yeah, harsh, just bad.
Yeah,
like
很差的。
Usually harsh will just mean like if we're talking about an environment, for example, it will be very extreme in the temperature usually. So a harsh environment could be a very cold environment or a very hot environment, or maybe has very severe weather. That type of environment, we call that a harsh environment.
没错，就像老师刚才讲，像你在温度啦，好，或者是你可能是突然极冷啊、极热啊、极干燥啊等等等，这种我们就称之为它的这个 environment 是非常的 harsh， 非常的恶劣。那就是因为呢，它可以这么样的适应这种恶劣的环境，所以呢 enable somebody to do something 就是使这个人能够，也就是使这个开心果呢可以 thrive 就是它可以一直不断的茁壮的生长 ，OK， 所以它一直茁壮的生长，尤其是在这种所谓炎热干燥的地区。
Okay. All right, let's take a short break and we'll be right back.
好的。
But when I think of pistachios, actually, I do kind of think of something that's quite exotic.
Oh, okay.
And because it's exotic, a lot of times, like when things are exotic, we think of them as kind of more expensive, 有点高级。
对，老师刚刚讲比较高贵、比较雅致的一点的这种坚果，所以就会贵了。
So they have a good reputation. Actually, if you go to Costco or something, they're reasonably priced.
Yeah, right.
You
can get a whole pack like this.
Big old
Very
bag
big.
of them for not too much money. So they're still relatively inexpensive. But the reputation, I think, is quite luxurious. So that brings us to the first sentence of our next paragraph.
Okay.
Another reason for pistachios' appeal is their luxurious image. So to be luxurious just means like to be, well, luxor, this kind of, this root word means of like of a king or like of royalty. So it's luxurious. It's like something that a king or people who are noble would have. So it has this very luxurious image. Yes.
所以刚刚老师解释了这个字啊 luxurious 刚刚讲了这个字的字根本身就有觉得很高贵，你是贵族或者你是什么国王这种等级的哈。所以呢他这边就讲了另外一个原因呢，之所以让开心果可以这么样的有 appeal， 就是这个吸引力啦哈，就是因为呢它有一种这个所谓很奢华的这种形象。
That's right. They are among the most expensive nuts because the trees can take up to 20 years to fully mature. And harvesting requires a lot of work. Oh, okay. So they're not that simple to grow. Although they can grow in harsh environments, the trees take quite a long time to become the right age to where they can start producing the nuts for them to mature. And once they do mature and they're ready to get to harvest the nuts, it's actually not that easy to harvest the nuts. It requires a lot of work.
没错，所以就像刚才老师解释的，虽然这种开心果树呢，在这种非常这个严苛的环境里面，它是适应的非常的好，只是说呢，这个树要到达它能够成熟可以采收的这个时期呢，它是时间很长的，而且也不是那么简单的，所以它的下一个句子就是说呢，他们是 among 我们知道是3者以上的之间，就是说呢，他们是这么多的这些比较昂贵的坚果类里面呢，好，其中一个呢是这个比较贵的这种就是我们讲的坚果，可是呢是因为啊，为什么它这么样的昂贵？是因为这样子的一种树木呢，它要花20年的时间哦，哈 ，take 我们知道就是需要耗多少时间，大概要最多要到20年才可以完全的 mature， 就是刚刚老师讲的 ripe。它才能成熟，成熟之后，然后你再去采收。可是采收呢，也不是就爬到树上把它弄下来，也不是。他说他在 harvesting， 在这个采收的这个过程里面，也需要很多很多的工作的。
Okay. Continuing. This makes them seem more valuable and appealing to people. Yeah, so when something's appealing to somebody, it makes them very interested in that thing. So if we say that my co-host here is very appealing, that means that lots of people will just feel very like drawn to her and maybe want to get her.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just
so
get
watch
it.
out, Bernice. Be careful.
OK， 好，感谢炫老师帮我做这样的 promotion， 赶快 get me
Right
now.
She's very appealing.
好的，所以呢，这边老师就解释这个 appealing 的意思，就是如果一个东西对你来说是非常的 appealing， 具有吸引力呢，表示你对它有非常大的兴趣。 你觉得这个东西是你很想要的一个东西，然后会吸引你的注意力啦，这样子的。好，所以呢，就是因为这个 this 就是指刚才上面讲的这件事情，因为开心果树呢，你光是种植它可能就要20年才能够成熟，然后采收呢又这么样的费工，所以呢，这样子的事情呢 makes them 使得呢这些开心果似乎啊，对于很多人来说是一个相当珍贵的一种这个坚果，同时也具有吸引力。
Yeah，很高级。
对。
And everybody likes 高级的东西。
没错。
Who doesn't, right? Okay, let's take a short break and we'll be right back.
好的。
Okay, so we've been mentioning that pistachios, we're even seeing them on TikTok nowadays. And, you know, once something goes viral on TikTok, you know, everybody starts to know about
没
it.
错。
And pistachios are definitely taking the stage on TikTok and other social media.
Oh.
So let's continue the article.
Okay.
Social media has further fueled the pistachio craze.
Fueled.
To fuel something means to add, it's like adding fuel. Fuel is something like gasoline or oil or something that is, or fuel could be like for a fire, you put in sticks, that could be its fuel. So it's making it grow because it has this fuel. So basically, social media is like a fuel for getting the pistachios their popularity.
没错啦，所以刚刚老师解释了 fuel 本身当名词，就是刚才老师讲这些什么汽油啦、木材啦这些东西的，它只会让这个东西呢，比如说是火哇，它更加的旺盛这样子。所以呢，我们这边讲的 social media 在现在呢，就是这种 fuel， 就是这种燃料。他们做的这个动作就是 fueled， 这边加了 ed， 所以它变成了一个被动式，它已经怎么样？哦，它是 has fueled， 已经怎么样哈？所以他说。PP 它这边当然是 PP， 这边的 fueled 是指为什么添加了燃料，也就是有一点激发起 make something stronger 的那种感觉。所以呢 social media 就是呢已经进一步的使得开心果这样的一种 craze， 我们知道 craze 就是一个名词，表示一种风潮或一种热潮，让这种风潮更加的点燃了。
Exactly. So we all know crazy just is like FOMO, right? It's crazy. But if you want to talk about it as a noun, there's a craze. So you could say there is a craze for pistachios, just meaning there's like people are crazy about pistachios.
Yeah,
so it's another way to describe how excited people are about pistachios. Okay, continuing. On TikTok, pistachio coffee videos attract hundreds of thousands of views. Okay, so pistachio coffee. I mentioned earlier I'd like a pistachio latte.
Okay.
So pistachio coffee, that is a latte is a kind of a coffee. So I'm wondering if this is just pistachio with like made into a kind of liquid or something, like a sweetener, like a syrup, baby. And then you add that.
糖浆.
Yeah, and then maybe you add that flavor to the coffee. Or if people are just throwing pistachios in the coffee, I don't think so. So probably it's made into some sort of a syrup or something, and then you would add to the coffee. I'm not sure because I actually haven't seen any of these TikTok videos that they're referring to. But just from me, I'm not a very, like, I don't spend a lot of time on social media, but even somebody like me has noticed, hey, pistachios really seem to be becoming popular lately. I'm starting to see them in coffee shops, and I'm starting to see them just here and there. So if you know they're popular, if they're on TikTok.
没错，所以呢，这边就是讲到这个 social media 的这样的一个力量了哈。他就说呢，其实在 TikTok 上面呢，已经有这种开心果咖啡的影片了。这个影片啊，就可以 attract， 可以吸引了好几数十万的人次的这个观看了。所以呢，就像刚才谢老师讲的，你就算像 我们这种不太去看这种 TikTok 的人，可是你也会听到旁边的人讲说，哎，你知道吗？最近在 TikTok 上有一个影片在讲那个咖啡什么什么的，所以你从旁边的人你也会知道这个 pistachio 已经变得这么样的 popular 了。
So cool. Okay. People are drawn to the nut's sweet taste and soft green color, which almost looks like matcha.
啊，抹茶。
Yeah, so we know matcha is basically like it's green and it's in like a powder form, but it's kind of has this kind of look of matcha. So that's a kind of a nice green kind of interesting color. I think once you start coloring things green for desserts and coffees, green is not usually a color we think of as a very attractive color for sweets, I think. So I think having a green flavored drink is pretty interesting.
对了，没错，因为绿色一般来说，我们很少是把绿这个颜色用在，就像老师刚刚讲，甜食里面、甜点里面。所以呢，当你用了绿这个颜色的元素在里面的时候，哎，确实还蛮吸睛的哈。所以呢，这个时候 people are drawn to 就是被拉进去了，被吸引到了，就是被这些所谓的坚果类给吸引到了。那就是因为呢，这个坚果呢，它尝起来呢，我们刚刚讲了，它是有一点稍微的甜甜的。而且呢，它也有这种所谓的淡淡的这种柔柔的这种绿色，好，所以这样的一个颜色跟它的这个味道呢，就是让它呢看起来，让这个开心果看起来好像日式抹茶那个样子。
Yeah, okay, very attractive. Okay, another online hit is pistachio croissants sold by Lafayette Grand Cafe and Bakery in New York.
New York.
Which inspired other bakeries to follow suit. So when we say, so basically we know that it was this specific bakery in New York that started this, we could say, trend. And this trend caused people to follow suit. When you follow suit, it means basically that you just copy what other people are doing. So other bakeries started to copy a pistachio croissant, and I have not had one yet.
好，他这个美国人到现在还没有吃到过。
I really want to try one now. That actually sounds amazing.
OK， 好的，所以呢，这边刚刚老师讲了，它就是一种 trend， 它已经变成一种潮流、一种趋势了。好，就是另外一个呢，在这个所谓的 online， 在线上呢，我们看到这样的一个 hit， 我们就知道就是让它突然变成热销了，变得很畅销了。这样的一个东西呢，就是用这个开心果做的这个所谓的这个 croissant， 就是那个可颂面包，想不起来中文，可颂面包。为什么它是可颂呢？因为它就长得像那个弯月亮这样弯弯的。OK， 好，对，所以呢，就是他现在做出来这样的一种可颂开心果的可颂面包，然后呢，就是在纽约哦，纽约的有一间这样的一个 bakery， 这样的一个这个咖啡厅里面，这面包店里面在卖的，而且呢，其他的这些店家呢，其他这些面包店呢，就被他 inspire， 所以启发了其他的这些店家呢，也来 follow suit。我们知道这个 suit， 很多人以为 follow suit 那 suit 是指套装，其实不是，那个 suit 其实是玩那个扑克牌里面那个花色。就是比如说有红心的嘛，哈，有那个方块什么，然后你按照人家的那个花色去打，所以就是等于有一点仿效别人的意思。就像老师刚刚讲，其实你就是在 copy 他们，所以呢，这些其他的面包店就开始仿效了。
Cool. Let's take a short break and we'll be right back for the conclusion. Okay, so it's no wonder pistachios have become a global star.
Global star.
So to be global just means to be all over the world, worldwide. So it's becoming a star. It's becoming very popular all over the world.
没错啦。
It's no wonder.
对
No wonder.
所以 no wonder 就是难怪的意思。我们上面讲了它这么多的优点，跟它这样子的一些生长的环境等等等的，所以呢就是这样子，难怪开心果会成为全球的明星。
Yep. They are delicious, eye-catching on social media, and good for your health. So I think we know what kind of nuts we're going to start getting more of Yay.
OK, great. 我们等一下就要去吃，他要喝开心果 latte.
No, I'm gonna get
ice cream.
I'm gonna have a pistachio latte with a pistachio croissant, and then I'm gonna finish with pistachio
What about
ice
your
cream.
cholesterol?
With ice cream, and it's gonna make all my cholesterol go down because pistachio is a miracle.
好，他觉得吃这么多，他的胆固醇会下降了，所以最后一个结尾就是说呢，这些开心果既美味又可口，而且在社群媒体上又这么样的吸引我们的眼睛，同时还有益健康，所以大家就多吃一点喽。
All right, thank you for joining us, and we hope that you have been very happy.
And healthy.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.